Good morning, Laura, Roland, Marcia. I am absolutely on early. So I will tell you how today's class is going to go once I have finished my setup. How about that? Okay, let me get myself in here. Good morning. We got some time before class starts. Okay, Ange. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm not too off. Okay, so let me tell you how today's class is going to break down. I did say this is a fundamentals rebounding class. So I'm going to have 4 blocks. And I'm telling you guys this before class starts, and I'm recording it because I'm going to record these into smaller version fundamental rebounding classes. So the first block, we are going to do an invigorating lymph pat where you can have just a towel or something. We're going to stimulate the lymphatic system. And then we're going to do just some basic cardio using our rebounder. Then that's block 1, okay? Block 2, I have my weights here. It's very important that whether we're on the rebounder or off the rebounder, we do strength training. So I have my 5s and my 8s, and I have my egg weights. And then the third block will be pelvic floor exercises for women. You're going to want your small ball. And then block 4 is going to be mobility and stretching. So we have 4 blocks. I'm going to go through all the fundamentals. I know a lot of you have been with me for a long time. So anytime I'm doing a fundamental move, with you all on your own want to kick it up, you kick it up. Okay? Because I know some of you are like, I need to work out today. Well, that's fine. So I'm just going to show some pieces of equipment you can have with you to pick it up. So if you're going to be an avid rebounder, I'm going to recommend you get a magic circle, a small deflated ball. I bought this at the dollar store and deflated it. And I'm going to recommend that you get a really good pair of egg weights. Yeah, they're a little pricey, and you're going to ask me why. Because they fit perfectly. You can maintain a neutral wrist, and these are egg weights. Look in the description box below for the egg weights. Okay? So I always like to have these pieces of equipment next to me. I always love to have this step stoop right by me so I'm not getting on and off the rebounder. So I'm just telling you guys all this before class starts because I'm going to film these into rebounding fundamental classes. So, okay, let me say good morning. I know we're going to be a really small group. A lot of people want these fundamental classes, and then I get like next to nothing for people. Okay, Laura, good morning. Nora, Marcia, Roland, good morning, guys. I kind of knew it was going to be a really small group. Okay, so again, you guys, you're just going to absolutely take it up when you want to. So we're going to start. If you have a dry brush, you can use your dry brush. I just don't have a dry brush, so I'm going to use a towel. So before we even get on, we're going to stimulate our lymph nodes. Now, okay, so let me go ahead, and we can actually do it on our rebounder. So that way we're already on our rebounder. How about that, you guys? Okay, let me start us in the very beginning. Okay, here we go. All right, so I gotta act like I'm recording too. Welcome, my name is Angie, AngieFitnessTV. Glad you're here with me today. Are you ready to stimulate your lymphatic system before we get into the health bounce and do a really basic cardio bounce session? Well, all right. So let's just go ahead. Our feet hip width apart, shoulders set back down and away from our ears. Your inguinal ligament, let's just start stimulating that lymphatic system. You can use a dry brush. If you have it, I'm just using a towel. So right in here, we're just going to stimulate circular patterns, circular motion. So just before we get into that health bounce and start waking up our body, let's just stimulate that lymphatic system here. I like to go 30 seconds. Just natural breathing. All right, let's go to that other one. Beautiful circular pattern here. We know that lymphatic system directly, of course, tied to the immune system. Every day when we want to release daily toxins, we do that through urination, defecation, and another way to help with just releasing the toxins is to just gently stimulate that lymphatic system and get it moving. So I love to dry brush. You can do this circular pattern as well with a dry brush, or you can use your, knuckles too. Let me give you some options. You don't need a towel. Why don't you just grab those knuckles and you can do the same thing. Now we're not pressing in and hard. That lymphatic system does not need a hard press. All right. So then you're always swiping up. I didn't do that on the other side. Just swiping up. You're always coming up. When you're doing that lymphatic system, always when you're dry brushing, you're coming up. All right, let's go ahead and get that digestive system. Let's go in that circular pattern here. So my little microphone belt right here. Beautiful circular pattern. It's just a beautiful way to wake up your body before each rebounding session. Again, look, you can dry brush it. You can knuckle it right here. Shoulders set back down and away from your ears, stimulating that digestive system. I do this all the time in the shower. When I'm getting a hot shower, I'll just go in those rotational clockwise movements here, just stimulating my digestive system. Just natural breathing. Don't hold your breath in. 30 seconds each one. All right. So I love now, right here, circular pattern. Stimulation is for the circular pattern. When you go into circular pattern, I should say you stimulate. Got a lot of lymph nodes in through here. You're going to notice a huge difference in how your body feels after this session when you do this before class. Now just swipe down, always taking it to the heart. So when you're on your lower extremity, you're taking it up. When you're on the upper extremity, you're taking it down. All right, let's go ahead and get the other one. And then we're going to be done stimulating that lymphatic system. And we're just going to then begin with the health bounce. Again, it's not heavy, it's not deep pressure. Again, you can use those knuckles if you wish. You can use that dry brush. I just ordered dry brushes. All right, let's swipe down. All right, grab your ball. So I'd love to have everything right here. Grab your ball, place it in between your thighs, and let's begin that health bounce, 3 minutes. So our feet will not leave the rebounder. Hold on to your bar if you need to. Let's talk fundamentals. Shoulders set back, down, and away from your ears. Don't roll onto the outside of your foot. Don't roll to the inside of your foot. Now, you don't want to put too much of your body weight in your toes or too much in your heels. So nice and neutral. Hip, knee, ankle, toe alignment. Deep breath in. And a beautiful exhale again. Deep breath in. And an exhale. Let's start with just our shoulders coming back. We're still doing the health bounce. When you do that health bounce, why not open up the joints in through your body? So right now, we're starting to begin to open up in through the shoulders. Yes, right here. Whoo, melting your shoulders away from your ears, pressing down into the mat. Soft bend in both knees. The work is in the press down. Not the jumping up, but the pressing down. All right, place your hands on your hips. So you're not squeezing the ball, you're merely holding the ball in between your legs. What that does is it gives you a natural pelvic floor engagement. So we're just focusing on that press down into the mat. All right, we're going to take our hands goalpost position. We're going to get the shoulders and that chest nice and open. Still continuing to press down. Just natural breathing. As your heart rate begins to go up, you're going to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Never hold your breath. Right here. Deep breath in, inhale. And exhale. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's put that ball off to the side. Let's go back into the health bounce. Now let's begin to take our heels off. Now we're going to take our heels off. We're going to lift those arms up and down right here. So we're starting to take those heels off. Just big arms, you guys. Now, as I always tell you, we all have different rebounders, spring-loaded, bungee. Sometimes our bungees are extra firm. Some are light and medium. So my bounce may not look like your bounce because we're on all different brands and styles of rebounders. So each exercise I do is 1 minute. So you get to go your own timing. Now, so a progression after the health bounce is taking those heels off the rebounder. Your hands, you can be holding that stability bar, or you can begin to take those hands off. Yes, you're challenging your balance. All right, right here, we're gonna circle. Right here. You can hold on to that stability bar. We're going to do heels. This is the lowest modification. Again, hold on to the stability bar. Now, you can take it up. So, I'm showing you how to stay very fundamental, and I'm showing you how to take it up. Right here, each exercise is 1 minute. You can try to take it up and then go back down into the fundamental movement. Now, if I had a stability bar, my balance, I didn't have good balance, you can still hold on to that stability bar and do these heels just like this. Your call. All right, health bounce. We're going to take our feet wide. Right here, twist. Now, the fundamental move, your feet are not coming off. You're just twisting the heel, pressing down into that mat. Now, if I want to take it up, I'm going to rotate my hip, and I'm going to rotate my heels. This is a level up. Again, you're doing what you need to. So, you can twist. You're just pressing down. Or here. Push it through. The more you use those arms with that lower body, the greater the calorie burn and the metabolic burn you're gonna get. All right, I want you to bounce in the center. Health bounce or bounce. That's always your active recovery in this bounce. All right, you're gonna ski right now if you're more advanced. Now you can hold on to that stability bar and you're just gonna tap back right here. All right, or if you don't have the stability bar, you wanna challenge your balance, you can just not jump and you're coming back. Or right here. You get to level it up or level it down. Your call, your workout. You all need to understand what the fundamental exercise looks like so you know how to level it up or level it down. Breathe it through. Good job, you guys. Come on. Looking good. Focus on that press down. It's all about that press down. It's not about how high you get. Can you bounce in the center? 2 more working songs. You're gonna just bounce in the center, health bounce, or you can do your level it up with a higher bounce. All right. If you're higher intensity, start that out and in press right now. If you're in that health bounce, you want to take it down. Out, out, in, alternating the legs. Holding on to the stability bar, just like this. You're learning to use, I know you may feel a little unbalanced here. That's why you're holding on to that stability bar, or put your hands on your hips, or just like this. Pressing down, focusing on the press down into the mat. We got 40 seconds. Jack arms. If you want, you know that fundamental move. Out, out, in, and switch lead legs. Rebounding is so fun. It's fun at the most fundamental level, guys. We're all working balance. We're all working coordination. Yeah? We're all improving. All of us are improving our lymphatic system. It doesn't matter if you only health bounce. One day at a time. One workout at a time. That's all, nothing more, nothing more. Wherever you're at right now is absolutely perfect. Bounce in the center. Again, active recovery can be a health bounce, or you want more, you're doing your little tuck jump. You know who you are, you know what you need to do. All right, I'm gonna get the people going higher right here. All right? Fundamental people, you're with me. Higher people, you're already up. Right here. Working hip abduction. Holding on, imagine I'm holding on to that stability bar. If I don't have a stability bar, I can put my hands on my hips, or I can imagine I'm holding that stability bar. You got 1 more minute. So, how do you take it up? Oh. Always use those arms. Are you focusing on your foot placement? You're not rolling on the outside of your foot, are you? Anytime you need a break, active recovery is a health bounce in the center. Anytime your body needs a break, health bounce. 30 more seconds. Let's go. Push. Looking good. Again, you know that fundamental move. You know your body. You know where you're at. It's different for all of us. Use those arms. Everyone bounce in the center. Health bounce, fundamentals is a health bounce. Always active recovery. You know you want more intensity. You already know where you're at, my other people. All right. We're going to focus now on the knee. Hold on to your stability bar. Let me get the other people going. Go. My higher intensity, you're hopping. You're going to go. Lower intensity. Right here. Fundamental move. Hold on to the bar. Bring the knee up. This is how you start. And then we progress from here. How do you progress? Opposite hand, opposite knee. Beautiful progression. How do we progress from here? Put that right hand on that right hip. How do we progress from here? Yeah? You all know it. You got 20 more seconds. Breathe it through. Now, you can try to level it up. And when your body's telling you you need to level down, you absolutely know how to level down, right? Health bounce or bounce. Shoulders set back. All right, peeps. My high intensity people, get to it right now. Lower intensity, let's hold on to that bar. Let's try, what is this left side telling us? Wow, yeah. So right here, fundamentals. Both hands on the bar. Right, let's leave the left hand on the bar. Let's progress it up a little bit. Wow, yeah. Let's progress it up even more. Left hand on that left hip. Let's progress it up even more. Last working song. You have 1 minute here. Beautiful, beautiful job today. We're coming in this entire workout right here. 25 minutes. Come on. Let's go. Beautiful job. You get to pick your level, your intensity. Stay at that fundamental level or take it up to that advanced. Your call. You're going to give me 30 more seconds. Push it, push it. All right. Wide bounce. Heels on. Heels on. Hip, knee, ankle alignment. You can hold on to that stability bar. Press down. I want the heels to dig down. Arms up and down. Now, fundamentals. You're just pressing down, leaning back in the heels, holding on to the stability bar. Level 2. Hands by your hips. Right here. You're not jumping the feet off. Level 3. Pressing those arms down. Pressing those heels down. Grab the rope. Pull it down. Grab that rope. Pull it down. Again, fundamentals, your feet are not leaving. We are all focusing on that press down though. Come on, push, push, push. Actually, I lied. We got 2 more songs. You got 1 more song after this. Come on. Focus on that press down, you guys. Really feel those glutes and hamstrings engage. Again, fundamentals. Everybody has 10 seconds. Fundamentals, you're just focusing on the press down. Natural core engagement. Shoulders melted away from your ears. Bounce in the center. Health bounce, fundamentals. You want more? My intermediate advanced people, go for it. You got 1 minute health bounce. Holding onto the stability bar, pressing down into the mat. If you're ready to progress that health bounce, put your hands on your hips. Why don't you sit back? Don't roll on the outside of your foot or the inside of your foot. Let's get that down. My intermediate people are doing a medium tuck jump. If you want, you can use arms with it. So this is a progression level up here. Right here, using those arms. Come on, keep going. I'm gonna give you 30 more seconds. Now, if you get tired, you just take it down. Go back into the health bounce. Soft bend in both knees, hip, knees, ankle, toes pointing forward, shoulders set back down and away from your ears. And then you can try it. If you want, again, you got 15 seconds. You don't have to use the arms. If you want, do what feels natural with the arms. Everyone health bounce. Everyone health bounce, everyone. Woo! Everyone health bounce. We're gonna grab that ball. We're gonna put it in between our thighs. Deep breath in. And a beautiful deep breath out. One more time. Deep breath in. And a beautiful deep breath out. All right, last song here. How are you doing? Track your feet. Not rolling out or in, right? Not rolling too far forward on the toes, too far back on your heels. Now, I want you to put your hands on your hips, slight forward flexion. I want you to really visualize your toes are coming off the ground and you're just pressing the heels. Now, if I have a stability bar, hold on to the stability bar. Come on. So you're not squeezing your ball. You're just holding it. Your inner thighs are holding it, which naturally engages that pelvic floor. You can feel it. Are you doing that little down? That little press down? Are your shoulders melted away from your ears? I hope so. Come on. Are you pressing nice and equal between that right and left leg? Don't lean more on the left and less on the right. Let's engage the muscle groups correctly. 50-50. Right here. Whew. All right, shoulder rolls back. Yes. You're in that health bounce. How are you feeling? Are the shoulders set back down and away from your ears? So today, did you level it up? Did you learn more about the fundamentals, where you can go? Yeah, I showed you the progression. Just sway it side to side. Whew. You're still on that health bounce. If you get dizzy, eye gaze comes forward. We've stimulated that lymphatic system. How does that feel? Should feel really good. What a beautiful fundamental workout. I really showed you how to take it up, level it up, or how to keep it really basic and fundamental, right? Yeah? Always remember it's your workout. Let's take it side to side. Your body. Are you still pressing down into that mat? Oh, do you just feel nice and open now? I hope so. Breathing is returning back to normal. Just really lean. Beautiful. Pressing down into that mini trampoline mat. So the work, remember, is in the press down. It's not how high you jump. You don't ever have to jump high on the mini trampoline. No. Woo. Interlace your fingers. Chest expansion. Melt your shoulders away from your ears. Are you still nice and neutral? All right. Tell me between that right and left leg, you're pressing down into that mat, nice and equal. Deep breath in. And an exhale. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. AngieFitnessTV, I'll see you next time. Okay, guys, are you ready? We're going to have our ball. We're going into some basic weight training using the rebounder. Block 2. It's for you guys to know. Do you have your weights by your side? We're going to start with that health bounce, and then we're going straight into weights. So really quick, grab a small swig of water for me, and we're going to get started with the health bounce, and then we're going to go right into the weights. Welcome, AngieFitnessTV. Are you ready for a basic weight training session on the rebounder? Grab that small ball. Grab your weights. Are you ready? We're going to start with that beautiful health bounce. Here we go. I want that ball in between your legs. You're not squeezing it. You're merely holding it. Why, Angie? It gives you a natural core engagement. Woo! So let's just focus right here. Pressing down into the mat. Deep breath in. Beautiful total body weight training session today on the rebounder, guys. Medium weights. Inhale. Really important, just a health bounce. Really important that we pick up those weights and we do weight training. I love weight training on the rebounder, on the mini trampoline surface, because it's an unsteady surface, so it really requires more recruitment from our stabilizing muscle groups to really stay balanced. You have a natural core engagement the whole time because you are on an unsteady surface. So it really makes your body have to work more. Now, with that being said, you're still in the health bounce. Anytime you want to take your weight training, take it to the ground. Absolutely take it to the ground. Now, let's make sure we're not rolling on the outside of our foot or rolling on the inside of our foot. All right? 50-50. Soft bend in the knee. Focus on the heel. Pressing back and down. I really need you to engage the glutes. Engage those hamstrings. So pressing down with the heel, if you can. Can you do that for me? Okay, I want you to visualize you have taffy. Pull the taffy out. Pull the taffy in. Grab, you got taffy. Right here. Pull that taffy out. We're just in that health bounce, saying hello to that lymphatic system. Pull that taffy out. Just starting to warm up and through that upper body. Pull that taffy out and in, moving through the wet cement. Pull the taffy out and pull it back in, nice and slow. Pull it out and pull it in. Again, just grab it, pull it out, move through the wet cement and pull it in. Next one, pull it out, keep it out. And you're gonna go thumb in and out. Grab the rope, pull it out. Grab the rope, pull it out. You have a rope by your ears. Are you still in that health bounce? Yes. Is that upper body waking up? We're gently getting that body nice and warm. Some of us are already warm. Wink, wink. All right, you guys. Grab that rope, pull it out. Grab that rope, pull it out. Woo. All right, splay your fingers, press it back. Just little press backs. Soft bend in your elbow. Just doing the health bounce. So you're squeezing that lemon in between your shoulder blades. All right, if you want, take the bounce up. So you can start to take your feet off. Fundamental level, people. You're gonna stay in that health bounce. Now you can start to add those arms if you want. Now when you land, focus on that press down. Landing nice and equal between that right and left leg. Always be mindful. Shoulders set back down and away from your ears. All right, bicep tricep time. I'm grabbing my 8s. Are you ready? Yeah, you're gonna hold the ball. Up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, single, right, then left, 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, we got a weight train. Man, you can't just do rebounding and not pick up weights, you guys. We all need weights. All right, hold it down. Thumbs up, single right to left, hammer curl. Now this is just very basic weight training. Do you feel that pelvic floor engagement? You're not squeezing your ball, you guys. You're just holding that ball in between. That helps track hip, knees, ankles coming forward. Whoo! Make sure you not leaning too much on the left leg or too much on the right leg. All right, both arms at the same time for 8, 7, 6, 5. You can do lighter weights. 4, 3, 2, tricep kickback. 8, 7, slight forward hip flexion. Are you nice and equal between that right and left leg? Tricep bicep track. You can have that light weight, you guys. I want your shoulders melted away from your ears. 8 more, 8 more, 8 more for 8, 7. Sit back in your heels. Feel the glutes and the hamstrings naturally engage. 2 more. All right, shake it out really quick. Palms up, W curl right and left. This is a W curl, palms up to the side. Right now, are you sitting nice and neutral? So check in with your feet. Are they rolling out? Are they rolling in? No, no, no. Sometimes a good cue and visual is to sit back in your heels. Then you're gonna feel the glutes. You're gonna feel those hamstrings engage. So just nice and neutral, 50-50 between that right and left leg, right? Beautiful bicep, tricep track, light weights, or you can just do the arm movements. You don't have to have weights. All right, take it up. Down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2, 2, up, 2. In a minute, we're gonna go into chest and shoulders. Let's go down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2. You're just gonna do 4 more. We're moving on. Down, 2, up, 2. 3 more. Down, 2, up, 2. 2 more. Down, 2, up, 2. 1 more. Down, 2. Now we're moving to chest. I'm gonna go into 5s. We're going chest and shoulders. Hoop. I'm gonna still have that ball in between. Oh, you're gonna love me. Make sure you're nice and neutral. Shoulders melted away from your ears. In 2, out 2. In 2, elbows kiss each other. In 2, out 2 again. In 2, chest and shoulders. Woo, 4 more, 4 more. In for 2, out 2. How about 2 more, you guys? I got 5s in my hands. 1 more. All right, you can drop the weight. Row to the chest height. Row, shoulder work, right here. So today, our entire weight training session, we're gonna have a ball in between our legs. And we're gonna be standing. How about that? We're just using this unsteady surface to give our body an extra boost. Now again, you're not squeezing your ball, you're merely holding it. I don't want a constant contraction. Arms straight. And now to the side. 1, front and side. 2, 3, 4. How about 4 more for me? Here we go. 1, 3 more. Up, up. 2 more. Up. Oh, 1 more. Up. Woo, quick break. Take it back up. Into, out 2 now. Chest, in, 2. You see why? Grab those 5-pound weights. In, 2. Woo, chest here. Keep it going. Are you nice and equal between that right and left leg? Are you burning? Again, you don't have to have any hand weights. Just practice the movements. You're not squeezing your ball. You're merely holding it. Down. Let's go. 8, 7, to the side. Bent elbow. Whew. Looking good. All right, put the weight down really quick. What about those push-ups? Keep that ball in between. I said we'll stand, but I want to do push-ups. Here we go. Down, 2, up 2. I love push-ups. They're good for the entire body. You're still holding the ball. Again, down, 2, up 2. 2 more, 2 more. Down 2, up 2. Last one. Down 2, up 2. Try to keep the ball. We're going to go into squats, overhead presses. What weights do you want? Now again, you don't have to have the ball. I'm going to grab my 8s. Feet are hip width apart. Shoulders set back. Let's just squat. Squat. Sit back in your heel. Oh yeah. Hold on to the stability bar if you need to. Woo! So sitting back in your heels, really letting those glutes and those hamstrings engage. 8 more. 8, 7. Oh, I feel it. Nice and equal between that right and left leg. Don't lean on the left more. Don't lean on the right more. Woo! All right, take the weights up. Right and left. Right. Left. Right. Good overall. Body weight or weight training session using that rebounder. 8 more. We go back into a squat. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Basic squat. Squat down and up. Don't you love that ball? Again, you're not squeezing it. You're merely holding it in between your legs. It tracks the knees, hips, ankles, toes forward, as well as a natural pelvic floor engagement, but don't squeeze. You don't want that pelvic floor on overtime. You just don't want the ball to drop. Shoulders set back. 8 more, 8 more. Squats are beautiful for that overall lower body strength. In physical therapy, we always get people to squat. We say, sit up in your chair. Sit down. Palms face away, shoulders. 1, 2. So that's a fundamental move we do in outpatient physical therapy and skilled nursing facilities. But we don't say squat. We say, can you sit in a chair? Can you stand up? Can you sit? Woo! Right here. We have back and inner thigh coming up next. Beautiful job today, you guys. All right, let's go back to the beautiful squat. Down. Or let's just lower the butt and lift it. Don't you just feel your entire lower body, all the muscles, getting nice and strong? Are you nice and evenly distributing your weight? between that right and left leg. Yeah. So you're still going to hold that ball. We're going to sit back. We're going to run. 1, 2. We're doing the back right now. 1, 2. I got 8 pounds in my hands. Evenly distributing the weight between that right and left leg. Feel those glutes. Feel those hamstrings. Beautiful engagement. Moving through the wet cement. Come on, keep it going. 1, 2. It's like pulling a rope. Pulling a rope. 1, 2. 1, 2. Pull that rope. Pull that rope. Right here. Ooh. Pull a wide rope. Wide rope. So you're grabbing wide. It's rear delt and some rhomboid work. Pull that rope. Easily take it down. Are you nice and even between both legs? Sitting back. You just feel that core engagement. Grab a rope. Grab that rope for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Soft bend in your knee. We're going to squeeze that ball. Inner thigh work. So now I want an 80% squeeze. You are trying to pop this ball. Woo. And release. Squeeze. Now is the only time I'm asking you to squeeze. Tuck your tailbone under. Squeeze. I want you to pop your ball. Isometric contraction. And release. Again, squeeze, squeeze. Now, are your shoulders set back, down and away from your ears? Tailbone tucked under. Chest tall and proud. Soft bend in your knees. Hip, knees, toes, ankles pointing forward. Release the squeeze. One more squeeze. Pop that ball. I want the inner thighs to feel it. Now, do you feel when you squeeze this ball, you naturally feel your pelvic floor hammock? All those muscles lift up. Hip hinge forward. Let's do runners. 1, 2, 3. Right here. Sit back nice and even between that right and left leg. Whoo. Yeah, that heart rate's high. Yeah, you're sweating. Sit back in your heels. Want a little more glute, hamstring activation. Lift your toes off the rebounder mini trampoline surface. We're going to do palms back. We're going to run wide, wide. Grab a rope. So a good visual is sitting back in your heels, grabbing the rope up like a pulley system. Woo! Take the weight to chest height, no higher. Sit it back. Again, you don't have to have any weight. You don't have to have the ball. You can do this all on the ground. Your call. Woo! All right, let's sit it up. Squeeze the ball. Isometric contraction for the inner thighs, adductor muscles. Squeeze that ball. Shoulders back, chest open. Oh, it's not a butt squeeze. Inner thigh squeeze, release. Now let the inner thighs squeeze. Your butt will naturally squeeze, but it doesn't begin with a butt squeeze. Can you make sure it's the inner thighs that are squeezing? Release one more time. Nice and neutral. Sit up tall. Yes, you got a soft bend in your knees. Nice and neutral with those legs. You're not leaning more on that right leg or that left leg. Balance yourself, 50-50. Come on. Release one more time. You got it. Squeeze. Woo! Come on. Oh, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inner thigh. It's not a butt squeeze. It's an inner thigh. You're going to eagle arms. Here we go. Eagle arms. Eagle arms. I want you to think about squeezing that lemon in between your shoulder blades right here. 8 more. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Sit back in a squat. Sit it back. Hold this squat. Can you lean back on your heels to get that glute hamstring bite? All right, deadlifts. 2 by 2. Here we go. Last song. Last working song. Oh, feel that bite. Lean back in your heels now. Nice and even. Beautiful basic weight training class. You can level it up or you can level it down. We hit those squats. Overall leg movement. We hit those adductors. We're hitting the glutes. We're hitting those hamstrings. Oh, beautiful movement. Shoulders back. Now, let's talk about a deadlift. Hinging from your hip. Decrease the range of motion. If you have any back pain, come to the tops of the knees and then lift. Don't go so far down. Now let's also talk. You're on that unsteady surface. Do you have evenly distributed weight between that right and that left leg? How is your foot placement? Nice and neutral. Soft bend in the knees. Are you pressing up through your heels to get that glute, hamstring activation? Right here. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. Couple more, 4 more. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. Really evenly distribute the weight between that right and left leg. You want to work both legs at that same body weight position. All right, so now you get to take your ball off. Hold on to your stability bar. If you need to, left leg out, outer thigh work's gonna finish us off. 1, 2. You can put that weight there. You can hold on to a stability bar. No weight, your call. A lot of balance here, I know. Up, up. 4 more, here we go. 4, 3, 2. Can you hold it up? Hold it up. Outer thigh. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more. And we're going on 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Shake it out. Other side. You ready? Point the toe. Here we go. We got 8. 1, 2. Hold on to your bar if you need to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 4 more. I think I did 4 more. 4. Whoop. 3, 2. Now hold it up. Here we go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come in the center. Take your feet wide in a wide squat. Down 2, up 2. Here we go. Finish us off. Up 2. Sit back in your heels. Knees and toes are pointing in the same direction. So finishing with the wide squat. Body, your weights can touch the mini trampoline surface. Shoulders set back and away from your ears. Right here. Down 2, up 2, down 2, up 2, down 2, up 2. Finish us off. Finish the song. Oh, nice and even between that right and left leg when you press up through the heels. Press up nice and even between that right and left leg. Don't let one side do more work than the other. That's where we create muscle imbalance. You don't want that. Again, you don't have to have any hand weight. You can hold on to the stability bar. Look, if I had a stability bar holding onto it, go down. I just wouldn't go down as deep. You can always decrease the range of motion. Now I'm finding I tend to lean on this side more. Make sure you're nice and equal. Between that right and left heel as you go down and up, very important. Not many instructors talk about the importance of equalizing between both legs. Again, shoulders set back, down, and away from your ears. Man, this is our grand finale. You're gonna do one more. Can you put that weight up? We're gonna health bounce. Deep breath in, health bounce. And exhale. One more time. Beautiful deep breath in. And exhale. Just finish with this health bounce. All right, guys. Cool down, and I'll see you next time. Okay, you're with me now. Put your equipment away. We're going into pelvic floor. All right. We only got 11 people, so it's kind of good. I decided to record all this today as well. Say, guys, pelvic floor coming up. Can you put all your equipment away? Yeah? So we don't need equipment for this. Your ball. Yes, you need your deflated ball. What am I thinking? Okay, pelvic floor. Pelvic floor. So do you have your ball? Okay. All right, guys. Pelvic floor time. I've had such a request for pelvic floor. All right, here we go. Welcome, AngieFitnessTV. Are you ready, women, to work your pelvic floor? Rebounder and a small deflated ball or a small deflated pillow, something that's small and can squish in between your legs. All right, we're going to begin with, we're just going to put the ball in between our legs, and we're just going to wake up a little bit with a butt health bounce. Now, you're not squeezing your ball. I always love to wake up our bodies just a little bit before we begin. You may also want to do a health bounce on the rebounder before you get into the pelvic floor, but always before I'm working the pelvic floor, 30 more seconds, you guys. I really like to just focus on the press down between my right and left butt cheek, nice and equal. Shoulders are set back, down and away from my ears. My chest is nice and open. I'm never rounding forward here. I'm focusing really on the press down, waking up that lymphatic system. You're also stimulating the digestive system. And we know our lymphatic system is our immune system. So just love to wake it up with a gentle butt bounce. Listen, you can have your hands on the frames. You can cross your hands on the chest. You want a little more work, just saying good morning to the back extensors. Soft bend in your elbow. I don't want your arms to drop behind your ears. Okay, 30 more seconds. Now, if you're kind of really super warm, you can get a little more vigorous with this butt bounce, but make sure you're bouncing nice and equal between that right butt cheek and that left butt cheek for me. Can you do that? Yep. Looking good. All right, women, let's just take it down on our mat. You still do have that ball in between your legs. Rest your upper body on the mat. Take your hands, place it in the hollow of your back. All I want you to do now is you're just merely holding the ball. Your heels are on the frame. I want you to dig your low back into your hands. So it's a little pelvic tilt. So you have a cup of tea on your belly button. and it's going to drip all the way up to your chest. So right here, we're lifting the tailbone off. So you're gonna feel that pelvic floor hammock, as we call it. We call it a sling. You're gonna feel it engage. So I want you to just tailbone to the rebounder and then smash. It feels like you're just putting your body weight pressure into the mat. We call these pelvic tilts right here. And I have my hand on the hollow of my back. So I'm just lifting and lowering. I'm not squeezing my butt cheeks. You're gonna naturally feel your pelvic floor engage right here. So as you're lifting that pelvic tilt, another visual, tailbone coming up and off the rebounder right here. It is a small rocking movement. So you feel that tactile cueing of your low back just coming into your hands. Don't squeeze the butt. It's not a butt squeeze. You're not trying to not go number 2. So you got to really feel the muscles in that pelvic floor engage, not your glutes. There's a difference there. All right, so what we're gonna do from here is we're gonna peel our tailbone off. Now this is known as a bridge, but there's a direct correlation in pelvic floor dysfunction and reduced spinal mobility. Roll it up 1 vertebra at a time, roll it down 1 vertebra at a time. Let me repeat what I just said. There is a direct correlation in pelvic floor dysfunction and reduced spinal mobility. So what do we need to do? If we have a pelvic floor dysfunction, we want to work on our spinal mobility. So what I want you to do is peel your vertebra off 1 vertebra at a time and then roll it down 1 vertebra at a time. You're not squeezing your ball. Roll it up through the wet cement 1 vertebra at a time and roll it down 1 vertebra at a time. Again, roll it up. We're working on spinal mobility. And roll it down through the wet cement 1 vertebra at a time. Again, roll it up and roll it down. All right, I want you to sit. Okay, I want you to sit however you want. I want you to visualize here's your pelvic floor, here's your front, here's your back. I want you to imagine you are sitting on a dry bean and you are taking the front of your pelvis and the back of your pelvis and squeezing the bean up your vagina. Yes, you can laugh. I got this from a physical therapist. So you have a dry bean. You're sitting on it. Squeeze the bean up in your vagina and release. So you're going to feel your pubic bone and your tailbone squeezing together as you get that dry bean to squeeze up your vagina and release. It is not a butt squeeze. So lift front of your pelvis, back, a dry bean. You're going to feel it right here. And release. Another one. You have a Kleenex. Sit on a Kleenex. Swoop that Kleenex up your vagina and back. So you're working the front and back pelvis. Lift up. Get the visual. Visualize a Kleenex or a dry bean swooping up your vagina. Now let's lay down. Let's lay down and do this. Okay, you're laying down. You got the bean. Ready? Swoop it up. You're not trying to stop your urine flow. That's an old way of doing things. Don't squeeze. You don't start from your glutes either. Squeeze the front and the back of your pelvis, and you're taking that dry Kleenex, swooping it up, or the dry bean up your vagina. It's a different feeling. and down. So you're relaxing in through your anal area. Again, front and the back of the pelvis, squeeze together, scooping that dry bean up into your vagina. We're all women here. This is what we teach women in physical therapy, pelvic floor health. So it's no longer about holding your urine. Again, back of your pelvis, front of your pelvis, scoops in that dry bean in the vagina. And you sit and you hold it. Relax, normal breathing. You don't feel your glutes. You don't feel your glutes or anything super engaged. Again, back of your pelvis, front of your pelvis. You got that dry bean as a visual. Swoop it up inside that vagina and hold. So then you're holding that isometric pelvic floor contraction and release. One more. You should do 50 of these a day. Taking the back of your pelvis, your tailbone, and your pubic bone, taking them in together, squeezing that Kleenex or that dry bean, swooping it up into your vagina. So it's not about the butt squeeze. It's not about turning off the flow of urine like we used to hear. And release. Okay, last exercise. Feet come here, put a bend in your knee. Now you're going to ask me, what are we doing? We're doing rotational movements. Evidence-based research in physical therapy. When we have pelvic dysfunction, we also have reduced rotational movement. If we can improve rotational movement, we're going to help with the pelvic floor dysfunction. So we're going to sit up tall. We're going to rotate over to one side of the room. Now, if you can to the back of the room, can you scoop that dry bean up your vagina? Yeah. So engage the pelvic floor, scoop that dry bean up the vagina, look over, one more, scoop up the dry bean, look over, and release. That was a quick pelvic floor. Do 50 of the dry bean scooping up or Kleenex scooping up every single day. You can do more of these. Do as many of the rotational movements as you want. There is a direct correlation. Reduced spinal mobility and rotation has a direct impact on the pelvic floor because we're dealing with the thoracic and the abdominal region. One is correlated to the other as well. All right, see you next time. Okay, we're stretching. All right, guys. It is time for a beautiful stretch. All right, just pick a leg, any leg. Beautiful stretch here. And lifting a leg. Now let's get some ankle mobility. Just circle that ankle. Now make sure you point and flex. All right, take that leg, take it to the back of the room, look over the opposite shoulder. Getting some spinal mobility in through here. Stretching out your tensor fascia lata. Little bit of your glute is getting stretched here. Let's take that back leg. Let's just hug it in and front leg is straight. All right, let's lift that back leg. Circle. Circle that ankle in both directions. Just loosen it up. Be sure to reverse. Point and flex. All right, take that back leg, take it to the front of the room, look over the back shoulder.
Every day brings new change. We always choose who we want to be. Every day brings new change. We always choose.
All right, take it up and take it over. Heels on your butt. Arms reach away. Just nestle your butt cheeks into your heels or your calves. All right, if you can, we're going to do an upward facing dog. Hands are in your frame. All right, can you put your toes on the frame of your rebounder and your hands on the frames and lift up? Heels are coming down. Beautiful, beautiful calf stretch. Right here, just sit. Last song here to stretch through. Want to make sure we get a really beautiful, beautiful stretch here. Let those heels just dangle. Feel that calf really stretch. Okay, drop your knees on the rebounder. Take one leg forward, one knee on the rebounder, and just get a beautiful hip flexor stretch.
Looking for a sense of control, but it's letting my pain define me. It's getting in the way.
All right, take your back hand on the frame, front hand up, spinal rotation and twist.
Never too late to change. Let go, never look back. Don't wanna be a prisoner of my past anymore.
All right, we're just gonna rotate to the other side. We're gonna stretch that other hip. Hands can be on the frame. You can have a hand on the stability bar or wall. And we're just lifting.
Got one life, wanna make it count. Accept the past, gotta love myself, so I'll free my soul. Keep moving forward.
Back hand down on the frame. Front fingertips to the ceiling.
Even when it isn't my fault, gotta own my side of the story and take all the lessons I learned with me.
All right, let's sit on the rebounder. Let's take it wide. Just pick a side and begin to reach for that side. You can have your hands on the frame.
It's never too late to change.
You can also point and flex. Other side. Take it up. Right hand is going to reach to the left side, back of the frame. Right hand is, sorry, left hand will reach to the back of the frame on the right and give a little pull away.
It's easy to get stuck in the past.
All right, put your hands on the frame and put your feet on the mat. Beautiful hip opening. Let your toes hang on the frame. Lift your butt cheeks. It's really a beautiful hip opening exercise. Just open up and through the hips. Come on down. Reach for those toes. Hands can come on the frame. You can just rotate side to side if you want. You can press that right hand in, pressing away. Just move. You can dig your heels into the frame, hands into the frame, and just fold over. You can also give a little push back, press back. It's going to open up and through the shoulders and your back a little more. You can cross your hands, put them on the frame, cross your hands, and then cross them the other way. many ways to stretch here. All right, sit it up. I got to do my goddess stretch. Look over that shoulder. Oh, look over the other shoulder. Deep breath in. And exhale. AngieFitnessTV, I'll see you for our next workout. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging in there with me as you knew I was filming. Okay, let's talk really quick. Let me get my stability. Oh, wait. Let me get my stoop. I just thought I didn't have a lot of people today, and I needed to film. So it was a good day to film, too. Hi, Angie. Been missing lives this week, but we'll do this one tomorrow. I love rebounding. Well, thank you, you guys. This was a very true to form basic. Okay, anybody have any questions for me? Let's see. Hi. Oh, wait. Enos. Hello. I'm glad you were able to join. So I knew I wasn't going to get a lot of people today. Hey, class tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. We're going to start with a step bench, 3 risers, our tennis shoes, and medium to heavy weights for the first 30 minutes of class. And the last 30 minutes of class is going to be barefoot, lightweight, core stretch sculpt. So we're going to have the best of both worlds tomorrow, right? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. I'm glad you liked it. It was a fundamentals class. I showed people how to go from the most basic to the most advanced. The same thing with weights, nothing heavy. Pelvic floor. Did you guys understand the pelvic floor? Because if you did not understand it, I know the people will not understand it, and I need to film something else. Did you guys get the concept? I might as well ask you. Got 10 people on. You 10 people, did you get the concept who did it with me of the dry bean sucking up the vagina? So you got your pubic bone and you got your tailbone coming in together, sucking up, and it really engages that pelvic floor hammock. Oh, shoot, Marcia, my neighbor upstairs daughter called. She couldn't reach him, so I had to stop. I'll do this after chat. Loved what I saw. Oh, Roland, I'm glad you're starting to love rebounding. So there's been a lot of new evidence-based research when it comes to women and pelvic floor training. We used to say, it feels like you're stopping your urine flow. And that works. But a better visual is you got your pubic bone, which is in the front of your pelvis. You have your tailbone, which is in the back. And you want to think of those two coming together and lifting the dry bean up into the vagina or a Kleenex. And that really engages that pelvic floor hammock. Yeah. So I hope I explained that good enough. I didn't have a lot of time, but hopefully you guys understood it. But if you didn't, be honest and let me know, because I will not put it in a video. If you guys are like, what? I didn't get that. I'm not going to put that in a video. I'll create another video and go a lot slower with it. Okay, good, Jennifer. So Jennifer, you like the visual of picking up a marble or a bean. Okay, so you did say it helped, Laura? Okay, thanks for the pelvic floor explanation and visual. It really helped. Okay, good. And they've done, of course, in physical therapy, they've done a lot of evidence-based research too, that bridge I was doing, there is in you have your thoracic and your pelvic floor region. They're directly, of course, our body's all related, but it's directly related. And so when there are pelvic floor dysfunctions, we are working, like when I did this, we're working on spinal rotation. And then when I did the bridge, that was spinal mobility, because there's a direct correlation in reduced spinal mobility and pelvic floor dysfunction. So those are the top 3 exercises that we usually start people with. Well, I'm not a pelvic floor specialist, but when I worked with a physical therapist that was a pelvic floor specialist, she would start them with You know, you got your pubic bone here, your tailbone. You want to think of the two, your front and your back coming together, squeezing that dry bean, marble, Kleenex up into the vagina. Because a lot of people, when you say hold your urine, they squeeze their butt. They're not getting the pelvic floor sling, they're squeezing their butt more than anything. So, okay, I'm going to start saying all three, Jennifer. I like using a marble because I visualize the weight, so when I release it, it seems to work best for me. Yes, okay. I'm going to say from now on, instead of a dry bean, marble. I'll say dry, yeah, I'll say marble. You're squeezing a marble. A dry bean, marble, or Kleenex, whatever you visualize best, squeeze it up. And so they say, what I just showed on the pelvic floor, do 50 of those, squeezing together, squeezing the marble up, holding it, but don't holding your breath, and then doing 50 of those a day, along with the other two exercises, and you're going to notice some difference in your pelvic floor, and then you're going to move on to other exercises after that. Yeah. So, okay, I only have 9 people on, so I think my class is is about done. Does anybody have any other questions for me or on anything? Okay, tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. I have class, and I'm having class next Monday as well. For those that I will not see on Friday, I'm going to have class on Monday as well. So I will get these edited versions out, and I'm glad you guys were here with me today. It's been fun. It's been a pleasure. I need to hit the gym now, and I need to do some heavy weightlifting. So I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.